CrazyDelaney with you once again. And I despise what Scientology does to minds. I despise what it does to people's behavior. And tonight what I have for you is an illustration of the behavior of Scientology at its worst. You know, we all remember the videos from the 90s, you know, Mark Bunker, you know, and the Lisa McPherson Trust, you know, getting asked what their crimes were over and over and over again. This isn't on that level, and this was just an online interaction. But that mindset is still very much there. And it really is saddening. And this concerns DarthTrayal. And some of you may have noticed at this point, you know, and as many people warned me, DarthTrayal did indeed file a DMCA claim against my video that I had put up because I thought it illustrated the ways in which Scientology can skew a person's perception. And I wanted to illustrate that Scientology can accurately be called a personality cult. That was my reason for mirroring that video. And it was my belief that mirroring that video was in the public's interest. It was in the public's interest to see a young man praising L. Ron Hubbard as if he were the greatest human being ever to walk the face of the earth. I thought it was important for prospective Scientologists to see that. That's why I put up the video. It got DMCA'd. And I wrote to DarthTrayal basically asking for an explanation. And I was very polite. I was very gentlemanly, as I always strive to be in my interactions with people. And I was met with condescension, and I was met with some pretty menacing behavior from DarthTrayal. And I'm going to share with you one of the messages that DarthTrayal sent to me. And I'll put the first message that he sent to me up on the side, just so that you can see it. But this second message is very telling, and I'm going to go ahead and read that to you guys. Well, Mr. Paul of Wilhelmina, Oregon, you have insulted me, by the very least through implication. You implied and allowed to be stated through commentary that I am brainwashed and a zombie who follows LRH without reason. I have every reason to follow LRH, and I've stated in my videos and comments I owe very much to him. It's only natural for me to have that opinion of him. Let me start that over because... okay. Well, Mr. Paul of Wilhelmina, Oregon, you have insulted me by the very least through implication. You implied and allowed to be stated through commentary that I am brainwashed and a zombie who follows LRH without reason. I have every reason to follow LRH, and I've stated in my videos and comments I owe very much to him. It's only natural for me to have that opinion of him that I do. In fact, it's expected. You are a fool to attack it. It is a slap in the face to freedom, and I pity the poor people in your town who elected you. LOL, what? He didn't write that. You are a disgrace to freedom. If only they knew the truth. Maybe a leaflet campaign up there in Oregon would educate them. I am the one who pities you, and you had better consider who you are fighting here. Scientologists stand together. As your own terrorist operation announced at the beginning of this campaign of hatred, we are serious opponents. Reconsider this. Trail. Folks, I've never heard of Wilhelmina, Oregon. I'm sure that it's a nice town. I'm sure it's a nice place. I love Oregon. It's a great state. I don't serve on the city council in any city in America. I work for a living. But the thing is, DarthTrayal has what he believes is information, my personal information, and he's wanting to use it for his gain. He wants to use it to harm me, simply for exercising my First Amendment rights. Now, when you really think about this, this is pretty goddamn creepy. Because, you know, he does have the wrong information. But what does this imply? What does this imply, folks? This implies that once DarthTrayal saw communication from me, he at some point tried to find personal information about me so that he could use it to intimidate me, simply because of the fact I've exercised my First Amendment rights to criticize his religion. I don't know about you, but that's pretty chilling. And I really have to ask this question. Would DarthTrayal find this type of behavior, the type of behavior that he's engaging in, acceptable before he got into Scientology? Rewind a couple years, Darth, before you got into Scientology. Would you have found this behavior acceptable? What have they done to your mind, man? That you're sending these types of messages to people? I mean, is it just me, or is this message not just a bit menacing? And the thing is that assuming that DarthTrayal put his real name on those DMCA claims, that means I have his full name as well. Am I going to try to find information on DarthTrayal? Am I going to try to find exactly where he lives? Am I even going to say his full name in this video? No. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a creep. I find this behavior absolutely reprehensible. And I would never behave in this manner. Yet something has happened in this young man's mind that he thinks that this type of behavior is acceptable. I would bet good money that anybody who's seen this video, anybody who hears what he wrote to me, is absolutely creeped out by it. This is absolutely insane behavior. And I think this behavior needs to be exposed online, whether it happens online or offline. This is insane, folks. Absolutely insane, unconscionable, and immoral. And that's really the only purpose I had tonight, was to put it out there and expose it to the public, because, folks, this is your mind on Scientology. Till next time, peace, victory, and as always, drive safe. CrazyDelaney out.